guys? It's been a minute and a half, hasn't it? I was actually plotting I was gonna make this video for a while, but every time I tried to make it, something else just kept happening. So, you know what? I put it on pause so I could tell you guys what's up, what happened, and where we're going from here. I give me a sip of water first. Yeah, guys, so what's happened? It's been like, what? 5 years? 4 years? 3 years? Something. I gotta check since the last time I uploaded. But it's been a minute. I'm gonna explain to you guys everything that happened and what's going on and what we're doing from here. So for starters, I wanna say, one, my whole thesis, my whole attitude on life has totally changed since the Corvette days. And if you don't know, guys, go ahead and check out my other videos of the Corvette. Yeah, I used to have one. It's gone now, sold. I used to have two old school one and a new school one. Both of those are gone. I got no projects. I got nothing. I decided to go a totally different direction in my life because honestly, in all reality, I wasn't happy with life. I mean, shoot, let's get down to it. Who's really happy working 5-6 days a week, 8, 10, 12 plus hours a day, just to have some means? And I just kept thinking there's gotta be another way. Whether it be content, we tried it. It didn't go all that we wanted to do because it was so expensive to carbon fiber, drain my wallet. So yeah, but long story short, guys, I mean, I used to work at a cement plant and I thought that, you know what, I'm just gonna get a good job, I'm gonna work hard. I was making good money, but honestly, I was in danger of my life. I had to work swing shift, so my shifts were constantly changing, and honestly, it was deteriorating my health, my mental health, my physical health, whether it be my lungs, my hearing, my eyesight. Yo, you would breathe in some stuff and then you would smell it later sometimes, if you know what I mean. It was crazy. So I just kept thinking there's gotta be another way, there's gotta be another way, there's gotta be another way. And so I started studying the rich, right? And so I noticed that the rich make money from their money, right? So I kept thinking, what's the easiest way to do that? Ooh, I'll get a house. So I was working at a cement plant. I had these kinds of ideas going around. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy a house. Boom, COVID. Houses went crazy. Okay, out of my price range. I'm in my early 20s. Instead of houses, you have, honestly, the stock market. That's kind of all I really thought of. Housing and the stock market. I was gonna start a business of my own, but every time I tried, you know, I wanted to do it with a group of people, so it wasn't just me. It never worked out. The ones that I tried on my own, I couldn't figure it out. So I knew I need my money to make money. I ended up buying the S&P 500 and doing pretty good, and that's kind of what kickstarted my investing journey and my financial journey as far as wanting to get out of there, because I finally saw a way. Not only did I hear about it, but I saw physical evidence for myself that it was possible. And so I want to tell you guys, first of all, that it is possible. It is possible to not have to work so hard or work the way that most people do. It's possible to create your own path, and it's possible to do something for yourself. Well, now I'm not even gonna say on your own, because you can do it with a group of people, but it's possible to live the way that you want to live. It's possible to customize your life. That's what I'm trying to say. And so once I saw evidence of that, I was like, I gotta get out of here. So I stacked my money, and I made an exit plan. And I was trying to make it with the YouTube, with the Corvette videos for a little bit, but I just couldn't sustain it. I didn't want a job that took up a lot of time because I was studying day trading, and I joined a group and I was trying really hard, and I lost some money, made some money, lost some money, made some money, lost some money, made some money, ultimately came out pretty much break even. I was doing that for a year and a half, 2 years, and ultimately decided, you know what? I can't sustain this. Somehow I was able to go 2 years without having to work. Honestly, I was pretty impressed by that, just by selling some of my investments and skating by. And so I didn't really have a structure though for my life. I didn't really have a plan. I was just kind of winging it and saying, I'm gonna learn how to day trade. I'm gonna keep my investments, sell some, and I'm gonna also DoorDash on the side, do whatever side jobs I can get. 2 years down the line, I felt pretty defeated because I kind of gone nowhere. And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna stop day trading. I'm gonna need money now. I'm gonna DoorDash full time, and I'm gonna make some money. And I'm gonna rethink and reorganize how I think about investing, how I think about trading. And so what happened was I found some success in that, and I was able to restructure my portfolio in a way that best suit me, whether it be through getting a little bit of income through some fixed income, some cover call strategies, also through some long-term growth. After I was able to stop, I DoorDash for a little bit, and I was having these good ideas. I was able to restructure my portfolio, bing, bang, boom. But actually, I kept having car problem after car problem after car problem, and it was so frustrating. Oh my God, guys. I had a car, I call it stanky leg. The back leg like this. Cooked. Then I got another car. I bought a piece of crap. It started overheating. So now I'm like, hey, let's get back to day trading. And so that's kind of where we're at. But I tell all this to not only give you guys a summary of where I'm at, but to bring you along on my journey and see what it's really like to live authentically, live a way that you want to live, focused on happiness and not necessarily on straight up needing money and needing to survive. And I'd like to kind of clarify that as switching from scarcity mindset to abundance, because all the opportunities out there, guys. I forgot to mention one thing. Speaking of abundance, we were living in an age of abundance. I also am incorporating AI with all my strategy. I forgot to tell you guys that part. I also started using AI in my long-term investing thesis, just kind of going back and forth with it over some things, because a lot of family members didn't understand what I was doing, how I was doing it, when I was doing it, and they kind of couldn't give me any real feedback on what I was doing, except for to do something else, because they didn't understand it. So with things like ChatGPT and Google Gemini, actually, I was able to converse with them instead of other people for free and fine tune my strategies and simulate them. So guys, you got so many tools. Not only do you have the internet, but now we have AI. Anything's possible. You can monetize almost anything. So there's no reason to not live a life that you don't want to live. Even if you have low means, there's still a way to live a life that you want to live. You may have to sacrifice some things to work towards the ultimate life that you want to live, right? Like, even me, I'm still not where I want to be, but guess what? That's okay. I'm happy to be on this journey, and I'm happy to pursue that. And you know what? I feel like that's a mindset more people should have. Live in abundance. Don't live in fear. Live in love. And so when you live in abundance, the opportunities are endless, the thoughts are limitless, and there's always another way out. All defeat is psychological until death.